Assalamu alaikum. The topic that we are going to start are angles, polygons and quadrilaterals. We are going to learn the types of angles, single type of angles and the type of angles that are made by parallel lines. So the first angle is the acute angle less than 90, right angle 90 degree, obtuse angle greater than 90 less than 180, straight angle 180, reflex angle greater than 180. Adjacent angles are two angles that are made side by side and they share the same vertex. Vertex means the point where two rays of the angle join. So this point is the vertex, and two angles that share the same vertex are called adjacent angles. Adjacent means they are side by side. Then we have complementary angles. Complementary angles means the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree. 25 plus 65 is 90. And supplementary or adjacent supplementary angles are two angles the sum of which is equal to 180 degrees, as we can see from here. Now we have vertical angles. Vertical angles are formed when two lines intersect with each other or cut each other, and there are two pairs of vertical angles formed, and we also call them vertically opposite. A and B are vertically opposite, equal. C and D are vertically opposite and they are equal. Sum of A and B is 180, so they are adjacent supplementary. C and B are adjacent supplementary, B and D are adjacent supplementary, D and A are adjacent supplementary. Next we have angles that are drawn because of parallel lines. When there are two parallel lines, they are cut by a transversal. This line is a transversal. They form different kinds of angles. Number one is a corresponding angles, a pair of corresponding angles. This forms a C, and one angle is inside, other angle is outside. Alternate angles, they form a Z. One angle is here, other is here. Then we have alternate exterior angles. Again there is a Z and they are both on the opposite side, both are outside. Supplementary angles we know. Vertical angles or vertically opposite angles we have seen. Consecutive interior angles, these are consecutive interior angles. We will mostly be using alternate angles and sometimes corresponding angles. Sum of angles in a triangle which is not a quadrilateral because it has three sides is 180. Now let's begin with polygons. Poly means many. We are talking with closed figures with many sides and many angles. We will be talking about regular polygons mostly. Regular polygons means all sides and angles are equal. The question from angles and polygons can come in paper 1 or the non-calculator version, as well as paper 2 or the calculator version. So whenever we are talking about closed figures or polygons, for example this one, we can see that this is a hexagon. So every interior angle, the angle which is inside is the interior angle. For every interior angle there is an exterior angle. We extend the sides, and we will extend the sides in one direction. Either we extend them clockwise or we extend them anti-clockwise. We can see that in this one we have extended the sides clockwise, and the sum of each interior and corresponding exterior angle, they both are adjacent supplementary, means the sum of both the angles is 180. Even if we change the direction, even then the sum of angle, interior and exterior angle will be 180. So we have formula to calculate the sum of interior angles, number of sides, measurement of one interior angle and exterior angle. So the sum of exterior angles of all polygons, no matter what the number of side, is 360. To find out one exterior angle, we can do two things. Number one, either we divide 360 by n, which is number of sides. We find out the measurement of one exterior angle, or if we have the interior angle, what we do, we know that interior plus exterior is equals to 180. If we know one interior angle, then 180 minus interior is equals to one exterior angle. Sum of interior angles, the formula is n minus 2 into 180, where n is again the number of sides and one interior angle is equals to sum divided by number of sides, which is n. Now let's do a few questions. The questions that I have picked are from paper 2 of 2024, summer paper 2 1 and 2 2 both. Let's start. The question says the diagram shows a polygon. Calculate the interior angle B. This polygon has 5 sides because it's a pentagon. So let's find out the sum of all interior angles first. N minus 2 into 180. N is 5 minus 2 into 180, which is 3 into 180, and 3 into 180 is equals to 540. Now that we know that the sum is 540, so 540 minus 148, starting from here, minus 79 minus 120 minus 106 is equals to angle B. So 540 minus 148 minus 79 minus 120 minus 106 gives me 87. Now when B is equals to 87, you can check by adding all of them and it should turn out to be 540. Next question. The diagram shows a quadrilateral means with 4 sides. Form an equation in W and solve it to find the size of the largest angle in the quadrilateral. All of them add up to 360, but I will show you why 360. N minus 2 into 180. 4 minus 2 is 2 into 180 gives us 360. So the sum of all angles in a quadrilateral is 360. So 4W, 5W minus 5 is equals to 360. Let's take out 5 common. W minus 1 is equals to 360 divided by 5. W is equals to 72 plus 1 is 73. Let's plug this in and see if we get the total equal to 360. So 73 minus 15 gives me 58. 73 plus 10 is 83, and 73 multiplied by 2 is 146. Let's add all of them together. 146 plus 73 plus 58 plus 83 turns out to be 360. Next question. Square and a regular polygon are joined along one edge as shown in the diagram. Calculate the value of x. So first I am going to draw a line and divide this angle x into 90 and A. Why 90? Because interior angle of a square is 90, so exterior angle will also be 90. This is a regular polygon, regular pentagon. It means all the interior angles are the same. We know that the sum of interior angles of a pentagon is 540. We have just calculated it. So let's calculate the measurement of one interior angle. 540 divided by 5 gives me 108. If this is 108, then this is definitely 72. So the measurement is 90. X is equals to 90 plus 72 is equals to 162. Both of these are questions from summer paper 2 of 2024. Sum of interior angles is equals to, say, 1260. You have to find the number of sides. How will you find it? You will use the formula. Sum is equals to n minus 2 into 180. Sum is given 1260. You open the bracket, or you can straight away divide it by 180 is equals to n minus 2. So 1260 divided by 180 is 7 is equals to n minus 2. 7 plus 2 is equals to n. N is equals to 9. Suppose there is another question which says one exterior angle is 20. Find number 1 sum of interior angles. Number 2 sides. Number 3 one interior angle. Now you cannot directly calculate the sum of interior angles, so we will start with part 2 or part 3. If we want to do part 2 first, then what are we going to do? One in exterior angle is 20 is equals to 360 divided by n. This gives me n is equals to 360 divided by 20 will give me 18 sides. When I have 18 sides, then what I can do is I can calculate the sum of interior angles. Now I can do part 1. Sum of interior angles is n minus 2 into 180. 18 minus 2 is 16 into 180, which gives me 2880. Now I want to calculate one interior angle. I can calculate one interior angle simply by subtracting the exterior angle from 180, because the sum of interior and exterior angle is 180. So the answer is 160. The next question says a pentagon has interior angles of 80 plus 95 plus 125 and other two angles are x means 2x is equals to, sum we know is 540. So what we are going to do is 540 minus 80 minus 95 minus 125 gives us 240. 2x is equals to 240. X is equals to 120. So let's add them up. 120 plus 120 plus 125 plus 95 plus 80 gives us 540. Second one, all the angles of a polygon are either 155 or 140. We can either use interior angle or exterior angle. I find exterior angles more easy over here. So let's see, if interior angle is 155, exterior angle will be 25. Interior angle is 140, exterior angle will be 40. If we have x number of angles, which exterior angles which equal to 40, we will have 2x numbers of exterior angles which equal to 225. Now if we have x number of interior angles 140 and 2x number of interior angles 150, so the number of sides becomes 3x, right? So this polygon has number of sides equal to 3x. If you use interior angles, you will be needing 3x. If you use exterior angles, you will not be needing 3x. I will show you both. First, let's use exterior angles. For exterior angles, we know that sum of all exterior angles is 360. So 2x multiplied by 25 is 50x plus 40x is equals to 360. 90x is equals to 360. X is equals to 4. So we have 4 angles that are 140 and 8 angles which are 155. So the total number of sides n is equals to 3x, which is equals to 12. If we use interior angles, then we are going to use sum of interior angles. If you use interior angles, then what you do is number of x, a number of 155 angles is 2x. So we will use sum of interior angles formula. 155 multiplied by 2x plus 140 multiplied by x is equals to sum of interior angles n is 3x minus 2 into 180. 155 multiplied by 2 is 310. 310 plus 140 is 450x is equals to, open the bracket, 540x minus 360. Switch sides, 360 is equals to 540 minus 450x is equals to 360 is equals to 90x, same value. So x is equals to 4. If x is equals to 4, then there are 4 140 degree interior angles and double means 8 155 degree interior angles. So n is equals to 12. Next, the diagram shows an isosceles triangle ABC and an equilateral triangle BDE. Equilateral triangle has all sides equal. D is the intersection of AB and CE. Intersection is a point where both the sides they cross each other. Angle BAC is 28. Calculate x. Now this is an equilateral triangle, which means angle 60. This angle is 60. This angle will be 120. Okay, this angle is 60. This angle will be 28. Why 28? Because this red triangle that I am highlighting in red is an isosceles triangle. So corner angles will also be the same for sides that are same in length. If this angle is 28 and this angle is 120, then 120 plus 28 plus x is equals to 180. 180 minus 120, which is 60, minus 28 is equals to x, which is 32. So the answer is 32. This is all about angles, polygons and quadrilaterals.